What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 50-50 podcast. This is your boy, Illest Demeanor, and we got a very, very, very special guest today. We got Lastsayso in the building today.
Ooh, Sayso.
What's up, Lastsayso?
What's going on?
What y'all been up to, man?
You already know what we're
Yeah.
We getting ready for Camp Sayso in 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
it's just crunch time right now.
Okay.
I'm just glad that we had time to be able to come down here and meet up with you to be able to do this.
Yeah, glad y'all took time out of y'all busy schedules to actually show up today.
It's Sunday fun day.
Yeah.
It's Sunday work day, but also Sunday fun day. So we're gonna make time for you every time.
Appreciate it, man. So first I want to get into the backstory of Lastsayso. The backstory. Yeah, like
he's having flashes. You see him staying at the table. He's all like, oh no.
Yeah. So yeah, like how did Lastsayso start?
Honestly, it was we used to throw big ass parties a lot, and we would just get drunk as hell, and there'd be freestyle circles. You know how it goes, and everybody just be rapping and stuff, and then out of nowhere, I guess me and Loyal would just let's record this shit, fuck it, and set up a little.
He just so happened to have a mic and everything. He'd already recorded some stuff before. I'm like, no, let's do this. And hey, our first year, it was trash.
Oh,
okay.
It was so first year, 2 years.
Yeah.
Just trash stuff that's not even been. We released it and then unreleased it.
Yeah. What? I think the first time I heard you guys, I think it was was it the no tight?
No snitch.
No, yes.
Yeah,
no snitch zone. Yeah.
So the whole thing with that is that so we had started recording music and we be fucking with Easer and we fuck with him heavy. Yeah. And at the time some stuff was going on, blah blah blah, and there was some issues, and we really made the song really kind of for him, and that's why he was on the feature with it, and then we were fucking with Polo at the time too, so that's why he got on. And the whole reason that it actually even kind of got big is not only because it was a collab like that, but because before leading up to that, I had shot a bunch of little videos with camcorder. You remember when you had little camcorders and you had to hold them fully with your hand?
Yep.
We shot a bunch of videos like that when we were throwing all these big parties. We just do how many we released? 5 or 6?
5, party montage.
Yeah, just going to parties and just fucking turning up. We weren't even doing music. It was just parties.
Okay.
And leading up to that, we were making this music, and I was like, wow, man, I'm sitting. I can cut up all this stuff.
Yeah.
Why can't I make a music video? I can make a music video. And we had so many people that would come to our parties that one day we were just like, we're going to have a party and we're going to do this music video. We're going to try it. We had lights set up. Stuff that I wouldn't even do now. Just like me being like, oh, okay, we need some lights right here. We need some of this right here. And we just shot a whole video, and looking back on it now, it sucks. It's trash. It's trash. However, for the time that it happened, which was that was 2014?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 2014.
It was a minute ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of started us off on everything. We did that, and everyone kind of seen that music videos could be made in the town. Yep. Even though there were people that were still doing music videos, blah, 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 but it just wasn't prevalent. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
So people were seeing that, and it was a catchy song already.
Yep.
So people were just like, damn, da 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 da. So that's whenever we just started going, oh, that's Lastsayso, that's blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Which led into the Lucidum Cypher, which is what really popped everything off.
So I wanna stop you right there before you get into the cipher. So you said starting off, it was just house parties. Yeah. Then you started camcording on a little bitty mini camcorder. You figured out, hey, I can take this further, and start doing videos, so you started chopping your stuff up. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. So how did the actual name Lastsayso come about? Do you remember that?
Yeah. We had one of our homies.
Lastsayso started as 5 people?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that. So in the video, right? So
it was bigger than that before the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of our members Matthew Harris.
Yeah, Matthew Harris.
Big Love.
Okay, I remember him.
Big love to Matthew Harris.
He was literally the guy that came up with the name.
Yeah.
We were just sitting there brainstorming names, and he was like, "Man, what about Lastsayso?"
He said,
"Yeah."
What about Lastsayso?
Yeah. And I was like, it just like stuck immediately. Like, that is a dope ass name.
That is a dope. Like, you guys get the last say so.
And that's exactly what he said. You know, like, cause we get the last say so.
Yeah.
And we were literally that was the actual beginning. We had made a couple. This is before No Snitch Zone.
Yeah.
And he was there for a little while, and it was at that time it was him, me, Apex.
I think Nigel was
Nigel.
Yeah,
I remember
Nigel there, and that was before JB Happy Hustles was in it at all. So there was 4 people at the beginning, and then it just. As we progressed and we started doing music and stuff, Black Hash had to go do some other stuff. We weren't making music together.
Okay.
He was just around. So then we ended up being like, okay, well then it's just us 3, me, him, and Nigel. Mm-hmm. And then after that, Happy Hustles came around. JB, we added him into the group, so there was 4 of us, and that's whenever we actually started. We started traveling like to Indianapolis.
Okay.
Actually going to shows, actually performing and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then, even though we still got big love for Black Hash, we got big love for Nigel, but Nigel ended up becoming estranged from the group because, again, we just weren't doing music with him. He'd show up and we'd be like, blah, blah, or it just didn't work out like that.
Okay.
But we still obviously kick it with both of them. Yeah. And then it was just the 3 of us. And that's whenever, the 3 of us is whenever No Snitch Zone, the Cypher, and everything ended up starting to happen.
Yeah, so fast forwarding to the Fort Smith Cypher, from, me, as a fan of local music, and a fan of how you guys, the whole Lastsayso and everything. When you guys put on the Fort Smith Cypher, I feel like that put Fort Smith locally on the map.
Nah, that shit.
I think. Well, go ahead.
No, that's what made it go. And we didn't even understand what we were doing.
Yeah,
we were
just like, let's get a bunch of people to rap. I'm gonna make a long ass beat. It was a little too long, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, it was crazy long. But the thing is, that fucking so many people loved it at the time. He obviously. Apex, Milky made it. He produces a bunch of beats. He was making producing and mixing all of our stuff at the time.
Right.
And we had Lucidum, but we were still in a house. We were recording in the house. We really didn't have customers. We didn't have people coming in and out like that.
Right.
But so we were sitting there talking. And we're like, you know what? Let's do a cypher. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, well, we can do this. We have people put in submissions. We never done anything like this before. And then I remember specifically,
I don't think anybody ever seen anything like that.
That's
before.
Whenever he came up and he was all like, no, we do the submissions, but we make everyone do hashtags. And this sound old, but like that's when hashtags started coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This is 2015.
Okay.
And he's like, we need to do hashtags. And I was like, I don't understand the importance of the hashtag. He's like, no, you need to have the hashtag. And that's what happened. Like, I remember every single day being able to wake up and a new submission to the Fort Smith Cypher was on just by looking at the hashtag.
Yeah, what was it? Hashtag Fort Smith Cypher?
Yeah, just Fort Smith Cypher.
Yeah.
And people were making submissions all the time.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And we went through them. We got everyone together, and big love to everyone that was on the Fort Smith Cypher. Yeah, I want to try and name drop all of them, but I feel like I'm gonna miss some. But we had Gooflope, we had Eazer, Polo, me, Apex, Mac Wright, Lighter,
Probable Cause.
I think he out in Vegas right now. Mm-hmm. Probable Cause. That's 7 or that's 8.
Yeah, there was like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember, man.
No, well, I mean, I started dropping the names now. I have to drop all of them. Let's come back to that. I'm gonna drop.
All the people that he did name drop. Shout out to y'all.
Hey, no, the Fort Smith Cypher was just crazy. None of us understood what it was going to lead into.
Yeah. So, putting the Fort Smith Cypher together, where you guys kind of just, going with the flow at the moment? Was just kind of like, hey man, let's just try something.
I made a beat and I wanted it to change and like evolve for each verse. So we just had all these like rappers that we would just like, when you free, come by, record your verse. Yeah. And we just all, just went with it, and we were like, let's shoot this video out at wherever we shot it. By the river.
Riverfront, downtown here in Fort Smith. But man, from the outside looking in, man, just like I said as a fan, like that set the tone right there.
I think I should have never put a verse on it. My verse was trash.
I mean, regardless of whoever thought it was trash or not, that set the tone, man.
It was dope. How many views they got now? 41K.
We got 41K. And that's no paid promotion. That's no bots. That's no anything. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, in the big view, that's not a lot. But for like what we were doing at the time and how people still talk about it right now, it's just a big thing.
So it's still growing, man. From the first day you guys shot it till now, it's still growing. So for anybody that's out there that's listening to this podcast right now, man, and you guys are a fan of the local music here in Arkansas, especially Fort Smith, go out and check it out on YouTube, man. It's the Fort Smith Cypher. But yeah, man, so moving forward past the Fort Smith Cypher, you guys say you came up with the name. Who you said? What was it again? Who came up with the name?
Oh, the Lastsayso?
Yeah.
Matthew Harris.
Matthew Harris. Yeah. So he came up with the name. All right. So let's go to Loyal Cole.
Oh, wait, okay.
So how...
Wait, hold on. Fort Smith Cypher, the people that I missed. And
okay, I'm going to circle back.
Yeah, but I'm just upset that I kind of forgot about fucking D-Dub. D-Dub, for real, big fucking love to him. Yeah. He's doing his goddamn thing right now.
Shout out to D-Dub.
Kush Burns.
Yep.
LaPearl from Green Mile, and then the
Dopamine Click.
Which is because Dopamine Click is so like big love to them as well. Big love to everyone. Yeah. But like Dopamine Click is fucking dope as fuck, and they still doing shit right now.
They dope, man.
But yeah, no, that I had to hit that. I had to say everyone because those are, if there were OGs in like our life of Lucidome and Lastsayso, all those right there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so the name Loyal Cole, how did that come about? Like,
is honestly, whenever it came to Loyal Cole, he had already had Apex, and we were trying to figure out a name for me, and I was locked up in 2012, and after I got out, that's whenever we started doing all this stuff, and I remember I was sitting there and I'd be overthinking stuff sometimes. I'd be doing this. I'm like, oh, I need this. But I was like, man, I just needed to get a name. And one thing that I was just always proud of myself for is just like how I know so many people that don't know how to actually stand 10 toes, especially when like shit go down. Yeah. Like take charge and all of this. And I was just proud of myself and made myself off of that. And because of that, that's whenever I was like, man, I'm just Loyal Cole. And then the only reason I spell it the way I do, even though a lot of people are like, man, why you spell it like this? I spelled loyal like that just because I like palindromes. Okay. Which is fucking spelled the same way, this way. And then for Cole, it's just my uncle used to always call me Cole. And I just spelled it weird at the end. It's just because, shit, why not? Why not?
All right. Then we got the boy Apex.
Yeah. So Apex just was birthed out of just pure arrogance and confidence. I was like, Apex Predator, that's like the best thing right there. So I did Apex, and then I added the 3 X's at the end. People think it's from XXX and Taciel, rest in peace, but no, I was before that.
Way before.
But I did the XXX just because.
Just letting y'all know it was before that. It was before he came out.
I'm a big fan of him, though. Yeah. It was just, I be talking about real adult-oriented shit. Like, it's just real. I'm real vulgar. I don't have a filter. No, I don't censor myself. So I was like, man, there's XXX at the end. So, people know.
Also known as
Milky. Milky made it. Milky made the beat.
Yeah.
Milky, AKA. Milky's just basically my name. When I was in high school, I was one of the few white kids in the gym class, and I'm white, I'm pale, like so this dude was like, you want like some milk, I'm gonna call you Milky, and I was like, don't do that, man. And then people just started calling me Milky, and I was like, y'all need to stop, man, my name's Christian, like, and then eventually I began introducing myself as Milky, now it's just my name.
And it just stuck with it. Alright. So we got the names out of the way, so let's fast forward to Lucidome. So, just like I said, I'm going to put my own opinion on that, man. So, Lucidome sounds and visuals. You know, at the time when I was, getting my career that first started, I needed somewhere to record. Just on Facebook, on social media, trying to find somewhere to record. End up finding out, man, hey, Lucidome. So I'm like, who's these guys? I don't even...
Do you remember whenever we first met? Cause I do.
How did we first meet, bro?
I remember how we first met.
How did we first meet?
Because I'm a dude that like to just go, like I just go with the flow. I'm always, if you see me out, I'm always in a good mood. I make sure I make the best of every possibility.
Hold on, before you say it, because now it starts to talk about. Was it at the gym, bro?
Yeah, it was at the gym.
Okay.
And the thing that's crazy to me is that's the only time I've ever went to the fucking gym. I went to the gym with someone. This one nigga I was messing with. He was all like, "Man, I can put you on this diet. I can put you on this." And I said, "Well, let me check it out. Let's see what's going on." And we go over there, and I'm sitting there chilling, blah blah blah. And you over there at the gym, and you walk over, and then you introduce yourself to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I've heard you, blah blah." And that's whenever we chopped up. After I left that gym, I never walked into another gym unless I was doing some business work ever fucking again.
Right.
Because that's just.
So didn't you say like, "Hey man, like I got like the studio and stuff like that"? Did you mention that to me that day?
Yeah. Because right after that, we started talking about collabing, and that's whenever we did. What's the song that we did together?
Hella dope. Hella dope.
That's what started that, because after like a week or two after that, I want to say you sent me that beat with everything on it. And then that's the progression after that.
Man. So all right, now it's talking. Now it's talking my memory now. So I remember. So hooking up with my boy Loyal Cole at the gym. He told me, yeah, man, let's do a collab. I do music. The whole nine, and I'm on Facebook. So. I don't think, I'm not 100% for sure, who might have, recorded at your spot before or something. But, I'm on Facebook.
We were still starting at that time.
Okay, so I'm on Facebook and I'm looking. I think I see... Did y'all have Lucidome yet at that time?
The actual place?
Yeah.
No, we weren't calling it Lucidome, no.
You wasn't calling it Lucidome?
Because we were on Main Street. That's still when we had this huge party house.
Okay.
And that's whenever we still were there. We had all the recording stuff up in the studio.
Yeah.
We didn't actually have a name for what we were doing yet. So we were just, at that time, we were like, well, would we charge people to record? Yeah, well, how much? I don't know. At one time, we were like, we can charge them a case of beer and $15 and a case of beer. Would that work? And we'll work until your song's done. We don't care if it's 3 hours.
We got a few cases of beer.
Yeah. So, but man, looking back at it, man, when y'all actually did get Lucidome up and running. So first, how did that name Lucidome?
I think
where did that come from?
To be honest, I don't really specifically remember if there was any kind of importance to it.
Yeah, we were struggling with the name. He messaged me back and
that name is crazy.
What about Lucidome? And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty fucking hard.
It was either that or it was just like, whatever, we'll change it later. We don't like it.
Okay.
But I've grown to fucking just love the name just in general.
The name is crazy,
bro.
Lucidome.
And I think the whole thing was because at the very beginning, we really into psychedelics and stuff like that. And I think what it was is something about being lucid about the stuff going on. And I think I had just watched the movie The Thunderdome or some shit.
Okay. All right.
With Tina Turner or whatever.
Man, so for the people, you funny, bro. So for the people that don't know, man, Lucidome, there was nowhere to record. Still to this day, but especially back then, there was
definitely
no
places to still record.
Man.
It's just not in the. it's either you gotta know certain people to be able to record, or you about to get charged out the ass for it.
Man, like crazy.
And they won't even actually record you the way that you need to be recorded. Like they're just gonna record you because, at least in this area of Fort Smith, like the bigger business people, they don't really mess. It's still super old.
Man,
like,
I've been to.
What is this music that's coming on here?
Man, I've been to. Other than Lucidome, I've been to probably 3 or 4 other studios, just like you said. I don't even want to name drop right now because I don't even want to name drop because they hear Fort Smith.
That nigga did not
name
drop me.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, bro. But it's here in Fort Smith, and I go back, I listen to my songs, man, the quality, and I'm like, man, it's not giving me, what it need to be. And then I'm listening to my Lucidome tracks and I'm like, this is me, bro. This is my sound. This is exactly how I wanted to sound, man. So shout out to Apex, aka Milky made the beat. But like, man, like you guys, Lucidome, you guys put in the work, man. There wasn't a place here to record, man. And you guys are very, very important when it comes to like, getting the whole sound, like getting your music recorded, mix everything, man. Because when people would come up to me and they be like, man, you rap, bro? Like, I didn't know you rap. Like, where you go record? And I'm like, Lucidome. And everybody was like, all right. And then, and then I'm asking the same thing, bro.
We were booming for a minute. Yeah. Like we went from the party house to another house. And that's when we came up with the name, but we really wanted to. I think you might have came to that house at some point in time, but we still weren't an actual full business. We were still just doing like, I don't know how much to charge. Yeah. But then after that's when we moved to the studio house. The house. Everyone that knows us, when we say the studio, they know what place we talking about. Yeah. We still got that place now. Yeah. But once we moved there, we actually had a full place, a full studio where people walk down and they say, oh shit,
bro.
What is this?
Because nobody, the studios that I've went to, like, you guys have the actual booth. Yeah. I've seen it where they just have the laptop, they got the interface, they got a microphone, and you're literally like just standing up, like right there, right there. So like when we go in and we see
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But the way that we did it, making the booth, making sure it was soundproof and everything, that just showed everyone the level of professionalism that we were trying to get at. Yeah. And that's what everyone's like, oh, man, you go down to Lucidome, they got a booth, they got this little timer thing up here.
Exactly, bro.
They got the business. Mm-hmm. And that's what pushed us. That's what pushed us in like just being the kind of tooting our own horns, but like the staple that we are now. Yeah.
What made you want to go into videos?
Just like what I was saying before. Mm-hmm. It's just I did the no snitch zone, and I was like, oh well, I could probably do another one, and I think we might have shot another video, and then after that, people started asking, hey, well, I want to get a music video. I want to do this. I want to. That's around the time that I shot the music video for you. Yeah. And that was just the progression of like, oh, I can actually do this. Yeah. So let's do this. So
let's do this.
Still working the 9 to 5. Yeah. Was just doing that on my free time. Like at the time, I think I remember charging $75 for a music video. Mm-hmm. Which right now in my head, I'm like, that's fucking crazy. No. No. You pull up for like a meeting or something like this for like $75. Like you need to be $300, $400, blah blah. But that's also because of the experience and stuff like that. Right. And talking about like what made me actually do it, I didn't actually decide that I was for real gonna be shooting videos and stuff until 4 years ago. Like 2019, 2020. And I was doing stuff already, but I had to make the decision at that time. Like, am I really going to do this? And that's whenever I quit my job. And I was like, shit, we gonna try and make this shit work.
Yeah.
And shit, it's working.
Yeah,
shit, it's working.
So that right there, man, just what you saying, like, you know, you were like, hey, man, like, I gotta make the decision that, like, if I really, really want to pursue this, man, like, I gotta put my all into it. You know, there's a lot of people, you know, that I talk to, and I'm like, hey, man, you know, what you want to be, what you trying to do, and, you know, and they don't have the courage, you know, to actually stop and be like, hey, man,
I mean, it's hard.
It is.
I had to get pushed into it. I had to literally be pushed into, like, this. You have to make this choice for me to be like. Otherwise, I'd still be working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But you have to. We've all came from. I don't know specifically your full background, but we've all came from like a struggle background, a poverty background type thing, where it's like you have to have those stressors to make sure that you know how to apply the pressure. And that's exactly what it is. Don't get me wrong, like, I didn't just stop and like just start making money. That first year, like I was bad. I was doing bad in some parts, but I'm just lucky that I have a collective of people that support me, support us. Just like we're good people, we attract good people, and fucking if we down bad, we know how to help each other. Right.
So I'm pretty sure having clients too, like clientele. You know, that's the most important, because without the clientele, you wouldn't be able to be like, hey, man, you know, So let's switch to Apex, aka Milky Made the Beat. So, you know,
it's Milky Made it now.
Okay. So my bad. So Milky made it.
They need to know it.
Yeah, I ain't just doing beats now.
Okay.
All sorts of shit. So
we have an OnlyFans. Check out this. Blah blah blah. We got all of it.
Yeah. So going into
what is
no. Hey, shout out all y'all. If y'all on OnlyFans, hey, man, follow the boy, man. Follow the boy. So, you know, Milky made it. All right. So, man, tell me how your journey was, man, as far as like recording, making beats, all that.
In 2007, my dad brought home a copy of FL Studio, and I just got hooked like immediately.
Okay.
And so I was already making beats and stuff, and then when we started rapping, I already had a mic that I was in a band a while back, and we had this little rich kid guitarist, and he just left his microphone at the house and never came and got it. So I already had a condition.
Shout out that rich kid. We still got your mic right now. We still recording on it.
I still got that
right
mic.
Now it got a dent on it, but it's still recording pristine.
That's crazy.
He never got his mic, so I was already making beats and stuff, and me and him were rapping, and I was like, man, I can already record us. You know, like I already got knowledge like on how to do this, whatever. So it just grew over time, like how we just talked about the studio. Like we were like, oh wait, we can record other people. Yeah. And like it just came naturally. You know, shout out my dad for bringing home that copy of FL.
Shout out his dad.
Hey. So do you think without him bringing that?
I would have probably just I don't know. I probably wouldn't have. Man, I don't know where I'd be without that. That felt like getting that program changed my life.
Shout out to Milky's dad, man, for sure. For sure, man.
And be careful, because he a big player. He out here swinging dick somewhere.
The apple don't fall too far.
Yeah.
There you go.
Check out our OnlyFans.
Hey, I don't know if he's joking, but I'm really on there.
No, you can find it. Get your pension.
If y'all on OnlyFans, man, check them both out. Y'all both on there?
I definitely got some content.
There you go.
I got an account, but I haven't uploaded content. I'm just in other people's videos.
Yeah. All right, man. So studio, recording, videos, all that. Man, then you guys start coming out with the Camp Sayso.
Oh
man!
No. But the thing is, we didn't.
Are we missing anything in between? Okay.
Yeah. Well, no. We're not missing anything in between. But you said, and then you start coming out with the Camp Sayso.
Okay.
Nah.
He said nah.
Camp Sayso was going on in the background the whole time before Lucidon was created. Before that, and Camp Sayso, literally, it just started as, it wasn't even called Camp Sayso. I think we called it. It was just a specific time where all of our friends would get together, whether it was like fucking 20 people, 40 people, 100 people. We'd get together at a specific camping site. Before, like, we were like always going to music festivals and stuff.
Okay.
We'd go to a specific camping site. We'd all just camp out and fucking we'd get some kegs, we'd get some wine, we'd get some of this, blah blah blah, and we would just fucking blare fucking music. I can't tell you how many times fucking we've had to deal with the cops specifically, not only because of that, just in general.
Yeah.
Lastsayso has been escorted, has stopped their set short at least 7 times because the cops had to stop us.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just because of the places that we perform, or because we're legitimately just too loud or belligerent sometimes. That's facts. But like the whole time all that stuff was going on, we were already doing these little parties. Okay. And after we came out with started Lastsayso, actually like releasing music and stuff, we were doing all this stuff, and we're like, man, what if we do like when we do this, when we have these big parties, why don't we like perform out there?
Yeah. So it sounds like you guys were some party animals first.
Yeah.
Like it was just partying.
I lived with him. I lived with him when I was like 18, 19. Yeah. And we lived across the street from a school, so there was like a big parking lot, and we would get off work and then pull up, and there'd just be people outside, like
just waiting. They would just be waiting.
And I remember one night they were like, was the party starting? We're like, we ain't having a party. They're like, well, we brought all these bottles.
Yeah, we were like, all right. Come in.
Let's go. That's crazy, bro. It's funny too.
It's so much so that like one time we every weekend we were having a party, and it was always going to be a big party. That one weekend I went to go pick up some pizza with a few of my friends, and we got pulled over. I had a warrant out for my arrest. I got arrested, and while I was getting arrested, I was like, make sure to pick up the pizza and go back to the house.
That's funny, bro. That's
and
crazy.
then got bailed out of jail, and as soon as I got bailed, it was like 2 a.m.
I'm gonna go get the pizza. Yo, get the pizza. All right, I just got out. I'm gonna go get it.
Well, no, they went and got the pizza, brought it back at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Whenever I got bailed out, I came back to my house to just like a huge party. I just remember like walking in there, just feeling like I'm that one guy. Yeah. Oh, how are you? Are you good? Are you good? I was like, no, I'm good. Where my liquor at? Yeah. What's going on?
First day out.
I've been arrested multiple times before, but like I was only in there for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or 3 hours or something like that. And fucking everyone was acting like I just did a stint. I just did a huge ass bitch.
You been there for 3 hours, bro.
Oh shit, nigga, you out here doing this. They really like, we just don't want you to kick me out of the house.
Right.
Can we stay here?
Yeah. So you said you moved in with him when you were 18. Did you guys just like
just became friends after high school? Like,
yeah,
really?
We didn't fuck with each other in high school.
I think I played hacky sack with him like twice.
Yeah, but we didn't fuck with each other in high school. He would just do like. Not even. It wouldn't even.
I can't tell if y'all joking or not.
No, we didn't fuck with each other. Like we walked. We weren't even on the tip of saying hi to each other if we passed each other.
Wow.
At Northside, we'd be like, oh, there's that weird kid. That's the Afro kid. Oh, okay.
I just know him walking by one time picking out his Afro, and I didn't even know anything about like how that worked. And I saw picking his and I was like, oh, what the. That's a big ass afro.
So how did it come about? You just like, all right, we just gonna move in together.
I'm like a common cold. Like I just show up and I don't go.
And then
away.
you just stay like herpes. You ever had herpes before? That bitch don't go away.
There you go.
Check out our OnlyFans.
I think I just partied with him or something, and like it ended up staying over.
Yeah, no, we had a party. That's whenever with that one chick. And well, we were doing some sort of, we were partying, and then I don't even know why the fuck she was over there, but she came over, you came over, and you were just introvert as fuck, just like sitting there, and then we just started like talking, and then I think it was just we started playing music, and I think that's where we kind of kicked it off a little bit, and then after that it was just a couple of parties until we were just freestyling with each other or whatever.
Okay.
We were like, oh shit, blah blah blah.
Okay.
And then fucking 18, 19.
Moved in.
Yeah, I didn't even really party till I met him. I didn't drink. I was a good kid.
It's your fault.
I
It's Loyal Cole's fault.
Hey, blame Loyal. Hashtag blame Loyal.
Yeah,
you know what?
go.
I was just a quiet, weird kid, and then I started partying with him, and I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is
there you go.
This is my lifestyle.
There you go. So going back to the Camp Sayso, man, I remember the first time you guys invited me to the Camp Sayso. I've never.
You performed at
Yeah. Man, a bunch of them. Man, probably. How many has it been? 4? I probably.
What?
I know me personally.
I don't know the exact count, but we started with performing in a cave. There was no stage.
Okay.
And
I don't think I went to that.
And the second one is the one that we had because we made a video for it, like a fucking. It's a weird video now, but at the time I thought it was dope. But well, that was the second time, because that's whenever we built the stage. That's the second time we actually called it Camp Sayso.
Okay.
Because we built a stage out there, just a small little fucking 4 by 8 foot stage.
Okay, I think I performed at that one.
Yeah, no, you did.
We had
Because we have a video that I checked out not too long ago, and it shows you.
Okay.
And then after that, I can't really tell you how many there were after that.
Yeah.
But
it's been a lot.
At least 4. But those are all unofficial. We've officially been doing Camp Sayso for the last 3 years. Okay. Officially, as far as like taxes and stuff go.
Dope.
And fucking, I'm just glad that we got to the point where we could say official.
Okay.
Like that. That's
how does that make y'all feel to being like, man, officially Camp Sayso?
I mean, it's dope, man. Like it's dope, like being like just a part of it. I just love going out there just because like I love music festivals, and you know, music festivals are usually a bunch of strangers and stuff. When I go out to Camp Sayso, like everybody knows who I am. I know who everybody is, and like usually the first day I'm getting there, like I'm like dapping it up, handshakes, hugging, like I literally see one person say what's up, then another person comes up and say what's up, and it's just like it's a great feeling, you know, just like knowing all those people out there.
The way y'all had it, bro, it was so professional. I can't remember the exact location on the first one that I performed at, but I remember, bro. So yeah, what is that the one? Yeah. No, so I remember a big line of cars.
Oh yeah,
coming in, bro. You see Loyal over there like stopping at.
Yeah, what's up?
How many people y'all got in here, bro? All right, go. I need you to park over there. I need you to park over here. Like it was so professional, bro. And I've never.
It was not professional
for me. It was not professional.
Because that's whenever we did not disclose where the address was at all.
Bro.
You gotta meet us here. And then we gonna take you
there. Yeah, bro.
You ain't gonna know where it's at because people be calling the cops too much.
Yeah. So,
and the cops still were always showing up.
So for y'all, bro, when y'all did that, that's what made it fun, bro. So I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we might have stopped at the Walmart.
Yeah,
here on Zero. Was it Zero?
No. We stopped in Walmart in
Van Buren. So they're just like, hey man, meet us here at Van Buren. My wife, you know, at the time we weren't married yet, but my wife was like, man, what do you mean? Like, like that.
You ain't so sketchy.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So she was like, are you performing or not? And we like, yeah, we performing. And then she's like, where at? And I'm like, we don't know. And she's like, you don't know the location that you're performing at. And I'm like, no, bro. They just said meet us at Walmart. So she's like, so y'all performing in a Walmart parking lot? And I'm like, no, bro, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, no. So she's like, you know, at the time she's thinking like, man, that's some sketchy stuff, bro. You not performing, bro. You like, you don't need to go there. But, you know, shout out to my wife, bro. Like, I think I ended up performing at probably 3 or 4 of the Saysos, man. And like, every time I went, it was crazy fun. Yeah. Just like Milky said, man, like, you know, knowing everybody, what's up, bro? How you doing, bro? I didn't know you was performing. Hell yeah, you ready to kill it? Like, man, that was fun, bro.
No, it was great. And just how it worked. Thinking about it now, just being able to grab 100, 200 people and be able to be like, we ain't gonna tell you where we performing. Bro. We want you to meet us here. And like you were saying, just cars, just in Walmart parking lot. And at one of the times. That's whenever Walmart stayed open 24/7.
For sure,
which was amazing. Walmart, please go back to being open 24/7. But having that many cars sitting there, and then just the energy that you get as soon as you pull in, because everyone's like, "Look at all these cars!"
Yeah, because everybody wants to know what's going on. Yeah. And like, I actually got some fans from in that parking lot, bro. Like, we're sitting there,
yeah, you sitting there, you
chilling, bro. We listen to music,
yeah.
and they like, "Man, what's up, man? What you doing here, man? They told you to come to this location too?" And you're like, "Yeah, man, I'm performing at the Camp Sayso," and they like, "You performing, bro?" Yeah. And they like, "You rap, bro?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I rap."
I'm on the flyer, bro.
Yeah. But they don't know. They just people, because at the time they're checking for who they check for.
What people over here.
Yeah, you know. So then they're like, "Bro, like, oh yeah, that is you on the flyer, man. Okay." And I'm like, "Hey, man, yeah, go follow me on Facebook. Go follow me on this and this." So just that whole like concept of how y'all had that. It was crazy, bro, because, you know, you like, "Hey, man, we're not telling you the location, just meet us here." And we're like, "What?" Like, you know, and he's like, "Yeah, go follow us here." And we're like, "What is it? Follow you where, bro?"
You don't know where you're performing. We're going to Walmart.
So to be honest, bro, and that was the best thing about it. So to be honest, the first time, bro, we're like, we were performing. "Oh, bro, you know, we doing like the whole carpools or whatever, you know, however y'all got going it, meet us here at Walmart." And we like, "Where's the location? Just meet us here at Walmart."
You have to meet us here. You ain't finding that way.
Yeah, and we like, "What, bro?" So then we driving and we going into like the woods and stuff, and we like, "What the?"
There ain't no way these niggas about to run all 50 of these cars.
And then so once you get past the trees, it opens up, bro, and it's like this big ass.
Just
big ass place.
You went over the bridge, and then you're like, "Okay, wait, we're turning right here." Oh, we actually here now.
Yeah, bro. And like how y'all had it set up, man, with like, you know, like the stage and the speakers and everything. I was like, "This is dope, bro. This is dope." And you can go out there and literally like do anything. And I'm like, they're not gonna find us here, bro. They're not gonna find us here. And then it starts making sense. You like, "Oh, okay, so this is why they don't want the location." You know,
because all it takes is one little mad significant other to be like, "Man, they throwing a party out here," because we knew we were doing a bunch of illegal stuff. We knew
the cops out here bored anyway. So
especially out there.
They're not coming way
whenever
out
we
there,
started, we started that was Natural Dam. That was in Crawford County, and that's a dry county by itself. And they know people go out there and just have like little parties. So but we bring in people that don't. Cause I remember Sleepo. Shout out fucking Sleepo. I remember Sleepo performed at the same one that you did. He performed at a couple of them. And I remember him being like, "Nigga, there's bears out here."
He said he was gonna perform out there. He was like, "Man, there's
his accent
out there." And I was like, "Bro, there's gonna be like a bunch of us. Like the Cougars ain't gonna attack you." But what if they're attacking a group?
I can picture him saying that.
He was for real worried, but he was doing the same thing. He was like, "Man, you taking us all the way out here. You ain't even giving us that address."
And then he see me and was out. Man. They tell you the location. I'm like, "No." He's like, "Man, I don't know if I'm fucking with you."
That's how it was. I mean, it sounds but the crazy thing is that
I didn't tell you the location. Nah, bro. Man, I don't know if I'm fucking with it. That's what he said, bro.
No, but that's what I would have said too. But fucking that was a minute ago, and we built such a strong relationship with not only just like fucking Sleepo, you, and so many other people because of the way that we approach it, not only just because of the studio and Lastsayso and doing music and fucking doing videos, but because we were doing stuff like that, fucking we just always had that right vibe. Don't get me wrong, sometimes we be over the top with our vibe. Definitely. Apologies to anyone that fucking this or that.
Yeah.
But more likely than not, if we're together, like we have the right vibe.
Yeah,
and you can feel that as soon as like our presence just walks in the room. They're
For
like,
sure.
Yeah, now I want to talk to them. And we always, even though some of the stuff might have been sketchy, we always conducted ourselves.
It was fun, bro.
It was fun.
It was sketchy at first, but then, you know, once we got there, man, all of them that I performed at, I was like, this is dope, bro. And, like, we looked forward to being like, man, we know Camp Sayso about to come, and, you know, at a certain time of the year, you know, and like how y'all had it when you was like, man, if you recorded at Lucid Home Studios around this time or whatever,
the Lucid Home Showcase,
bro.
So,
nobody was doing that.
It's crazy. Well, we've talked about how like we've
nobody
done this,
was doing that, bro.
Like we know that we've done this and done this, but actually, this is the first time we've ever actually sat down and did like basically like an interview, a podcast like this, and actually reviewed everything,
bro,
leading up to it, and just like thinking of it like that, like okay, well, you guys know you guys did the studio. You guys know that you started this Camp Sayso thing over here. You guys know that you did this, and did this. Like putting it all together, it made me feel good about myself.
Yeah, because for real, bro, for real, nobody. So if you was a local artist, you know, and even outside of Fort Smith, you know, you guys had your range. You know, ain't no telling how long the range was, but at that time, if someone would be like, man, like you rap, bro. Like, or I'm trying to find a studio, I would say Lucid Home, bro.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then I'd be like, but not only do they record, you know, if you're trying to get a video, they got you, bro. You know, like, you know, and then I was like, and then after that, bro, like, you performing? Do you want to perform, bro? They throw shows, bro. So, you know, it's like a one-stop chop shop, bro. Like, you can go there, you can get your videos, you can record, get A1 record, you can go get your videos, get A1 videos. And then not only that, bro, like
they're gonna reach out to you and be like, hey, you don't have to beg them for a show. They say, hey, do you want to perform?
So, I feel like we were just already doing all that stuff for ourselves. So it's like, why not, you know? Like,
but we understood that it was an important thing, but we didn't really understand how much it infected so many people. Which at this point we're kind of reaping kind of like the benefits from it, or kind of in a way. But like as far as people like talking to us, like so many people come up to us and they talk to us about. Do the studio, do this, the Fort Smith Cypher, blah, 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 you guys know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm, up until probably, I'm going to say like 2 years ago, I knew stuff was important, but didn't understand how important it was to so many other people. We were focused on us doing this and being like, you know what, we can make a little bit of money. Well, at first it wasn't even making a little bit of money. You know what, it'd be cool to record other people. But then in the end, actually turning it out of it. And then turning it into an actual business and being like, oh no, this is actually running. Oh, making schedules, making this, blah, blah, blah. Leading up to where we are today. It's just, it's the whole thing crazy.
So,
little flashback time.
So since you just said it, leading from all of that, leading up to the time where you guys are at today, man, like, do you guys feel like it paid off?
Yeah. No, I'm glad for where we are.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. And this is... Anyone that fucks with us already knows what's been going on the last 2 years. Yeah. And the last 2 years we've been doing Camp Sayso. We do Camp Sayso, and it was right after COVID. We do Camp Sayso. However, we had some issues as far as me and him just weren't on the best of terms together.
I was strung out on fentanyl.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
Let's just go.
So he was strung out on fentanyl. Don't get me wrong, like we were saying before, we party. Like when we party, we fucking party. However, we up until 2 years ago, we were always on a point of like we knew where each other were at. He might not be good with this, I might not be good with this. This is blah blah blah. We were able to balance each other out. And then 2 years ago, it kind of as soon as I don't know why it had to happen like this, but as soon as Camp Sayso started happening, then we started kind of like kind of growing away from each other.
That drug really took a hold of me, and like, man, stay away from that shit. It just made me not a good person.
For real, please, anyone out there, if you thinking about doing it or whatever, do not fuck with fentanyl.
Don't fuck with opiates at all. That's the worst shit, man.
Specifically fentanyl, though. And if you do any kind of drugs or anything like that, please, fucking
please.
Nah, for real, test your stuff. We've had too many fucking friends that have either passed away or had to OD over the stuff because they don't know what they doing, or just because they don't know this or that.
They got some laced shit.
And the shit's so, and I hate to take it into a deep part like this, but I feel like this is a big part of like the building of this right here. Okay. Because last year, if you would have asked us to come to a podcast, it would not have been like this.
I would probably be fucking nodding out, falling asleep, and just nobody want to be around me.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have suggested even going to get him or anything.
Yeah, I did. I said, man, well, I want this to be Lastsayso. I said, where Milky? He said, man, he just right down the street. I said, go get him. I said, go get him, bro.
But yeah, the last 2 years, it wouldn't have been this, and that stuff happened. We went through a lot of different shit as far as me going through some stuff, him going through the fentanyl stuff, and us trying to struggle to make Lucidome still work, because at the time like I don't live in town. Me trying to balance working with him while he was going through that, trying to be a supportive person as well as trying to be a business partner with him. And after the first year of everything going on, it was just very apparent that it couldn't happen. Yeah. And that was something that just like, not only was he dealing with his own stuff, but like we kind of broke each other's hearts as far as, because we best friends, we brothers. Yeah. We not best friends, we brothers. And that's why we still standing here after all this stuff. Fucking being at a point where I didn't feel comfortable being around him, or him not being comfortable being around me. It was just like a devastating point that I honestly thought for a little while was not going to be a recovered thing.
Yeah, that shit almost broke everything.
Yeah, like literally like shattered everything. And then out of nowhere, while still doing what he was doing, he decided, well, you can tell the story.
I just had an opportunity to take somebody to California, ended up moving out there. I was literally in the middle of withdrawal, and she asked me if I wanted to stay in California, and I was like, because I was wanting to leave the state. I was like, I can't get clean here, so I had to go dip out for I lived out there for almost a year, and I mean, the last I did a relapse out there, but I overdosed in November 23rd, and that's the last time I touched it. And I was like, you know what, this is not for me anymore. I gotta fucking focus on my shit. And came back here, and I ain't gonna lie. I have urges every day. I want to do it again every day, but it's just not worth it. Like, I think about the good feeling. I get high and whatnot, but all the shit that comes after that ain't worth it.
For you to sit here and even say that, man, that's a big step right there.
Being able to sit here right now and be able,
they can't even do that, man.
And I try to make sure to tell him multiple. Don't get me wrong. We all have our different urges, but the stuff that he went through, which I know a lot of people go through. So if you have been going through it, please just understand there is a possibility of a way out. But for him to be here, bro, he was shrunken up. Oh man, he would have raised it, bro.
If you see videos of like the last year's camp, 2 years ago, the Camp Sayso, man, I was a skeleton. I looked like shit.
It was nasty, bro.
I think
I didn't even want to take pictures with him.
Yeah, I think the last time I seen you, I was like, he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, man.
He lost a lot of weight.
That's what those drugs do to you. Whenever you actually get to the strung out part. But the fact that he's able to sit here right now and have went through all that and still struggle with it like day to day, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong. We still do party and do this. It's not like a fucking completely sober type thing.
I still drink. I smoke weed. I trip.
like understanding where your faults are and being able to discipline yourself. Yeah, like he is right now. To be able, like, I'm not going to do that. I want to do it right now. No, I'm not going to do that. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
by itself.
For sure.
And everyone is capable of doing it. It's gonna be fucking hard.
Oh, it's hard for sure. But you can do it. You can do
it. I can relate, man, because I actually have family members, that's going through that same situation, man. Being on drugs, alcoholics, it's a totally different thing. When you're around them, it's not them, man. You're like, something's up. And, and for you to be like, hey, man, like, try to reach out to them and be like, hey, man, obviously it's a problem, man. Do you need help? You know, sometimes they don't even want help, man. And then they'll go missing, bro. It's been times where they went missing and we couldn't even find them. We're like, we don't know if they're laid out on the road dead or what, man. And it's crazy, bro.
There was a specific time in LA, whenever one of the times you're talking about that he relapsed while he was in was it LA?
No, I was in San Diego.
San Diego. That he went missing, and this is whenever me and him were like kind of like cut off.
I think you were actually. Were you putting something on Facebook saying like, "Hey man, like where's Milky?" I think I've seen messages saying like, "Hey, where's Milky?"
I overdosed on the sidewalk and got picked up, and I ended up in like a fucking cult for real, like. I had to
I don't know if it was you, but
they wouldn't let me have a phone or nothing out there. Like I got my phone stolen while I was passed out, but I wasn't allowed to make calls and shit. And I was in this place for 3 days, and everybody was looking for me. I ended up stealing some clothes from them and hopped the fence, and it took like 8 hours to get home.
And we fucking states away, like thousand miles away or some shit like that, and people are calling me like, "Don't Milky." And at the time, I was kind of like, "Fuck Milky." For real, I was pissed off about him leave. We didn't talk before he left. He just left, and he just told me, or someone else told me that he was going to LA. And like we already had some business that we hadn't situated yet. So in my eyes, I was like, hey, he just running out. He really like that now. Fuck him. Go ahead, fuck him. And people start calling me, hey, I was like, bro, I don't even talk to him like that right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I was still worried about it. In the end, I ended up like we have joined like email accounts and stuff like that. So I ended up hopping on one of the emails and like tracking his Google location and then sending that.
This is where he is right here.
Yeah, no, that's what I did. I said to this girl, I was like, this is the last place his phone was on right here. Go check that place. But yeah, I thought at that time I really was all like, I'm gonna get the call that he just he dead someone. Like I need to just accept that. Like I started already accepting that he was like just dead someone, and then fucking we found him. We still weren't cool after that, and it took probably like 3 or 4.
Oh, he wouldn't answer my calls for months.
I was pissed, bro. And I don't get mad easy. I was just completely just devastated about just everything. I was like, no, fuck
I did him dirty, and he thought I was just like taking off and just gonna keep getting fucked up. I remember he finally talked to me. He was like, man, I just didn't want to answer your call because I thought you'd be just fucking high again, and like I hear your voice now, more like pissed off, and I was like, nah, man, it's the line factor. I told you before that we have this big circle of people. Like we have a big group of people. Shout out to 422. Shout out to everyone.
422.
Yeah, big 422.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, so hold on before you get into your next thing. 422, bro. So
422.
What is for the people that don't know? I don't know, but what is 422?
It's just
y'all started putting that at the beginning of your names. I know. Shout out to the boy Smithy.
But
motherfucking 422. I'm like, what is 422?
It's just I don't want to get it confused as like some kind of gang activity because we.
Nah, it's gang.
It's big gang. But fucking, it's just our big group of close associated friends. That we all fuck with each other. We know that we have each other back no matter what. I can call anybody that I consider like this and be like blah blah blah, and they have me, and he can do the same thing. And as far as if you're trying to break down into like what does actually like 422 mean in general, if you go into like angel numbers, you know what angel numbers are?
I've heard of them, but I don't get deep into them.
Angel numbers is just like a specific number and the meaning of it. So 422 kind of goes off of like I want to say it was like guidance, protection, and like the love factor. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stuff that built it up to that. But that's just what it is. That's what it is. That's why it's tatted on me. That's why it's tatted on multiple people in our group, and it like we just.
I still gotta give me 422.
We just it's just big love. And we all know that we all ride with each other. So
that's dope. So when I first seen it, I was like, "Oh, okay, they just started a whole new group." You know, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was like, they just started a whole new group, 422, and I was like, "All right, cool, yeah, man." Because I've noticed that Smithy has been putting it in front of his name on everything now.
Yeah, and then we got 422 Smithy, you got 422 Venom.
Yeah, bro. Shout out Venom.
Yeah, big love to Venom. Fucking, and in our group, that's some. Is anybody else in the group that be rapping? Everybody else kind of just like be on.
I mean, Edward has helped us make some songs.
Yeah.
He's rapped before.
Big love to Snorlax.
Okay,
big ass motherfucker.
Okay.
But everyone helps in. It's just a group of people that we go to the studio, and these are the people that are around us. And
dope. So have you guys put out any new music here lately?
Oh yeah. And we got some shit.
He actually came out to San Diego when I was out there.
Oh yeah.
He was like, me and Simon. Shout out Simo. Yo, Simo is a dope ass producer.
Yeah.
Yo, Simo.
But him and Simon came out there to San Diego. And literally, like, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go shoot video and stuff like that. Do something, go out to the beach or something. We locked ourselves in the hotel for 3 days.
Really?
Drank and did music and
we brought speakers out there. We brought the mic, everything.
We almost got kicked out.
Yeah, we almost got kicked out of the fucking hotel just because we just sitting here and we were like, sometimes. Anyone that fucks with Lastsayso, sometimes we might be like da 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 da. Sometimes we might be like da 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 da. But then sometimes we'll be like, I did it so bad, and we were trying to. And one of the songs was like that, and they're like,
they gonna come here like, guys, you need to quiet it down now.
They said, nah, you guys can't do that.
We did a couple
songs. If we get one more call, we're gonna have to kick you out.
We did a couple songs out there. We actually released one called Continental. We shot a music video just in the bathroom of the hotel.
The whole thing.
Go check that out.
And the whole thing is literally just a podcast, or not podcast, just a tripod, a camera on a tripod, and we were just sitting in a hotel bathroom the whole fucking time.
So I seen one video. It looked like y'all was in a dang mansion or something.
Oh, that was you're talking about the Cali, what was it?
Oh, the Cali stuff.
He was
no, it's tour.
Yeah,
tour.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, y'all in a mansion.
But that was fucking again. Big shout out to 422 Venom. He fucking. That's whenever we started linking up with him, and he already knew our vibe, like meeting us, and he knew it so well that he was all like, "Well, I want to show you guys I fuck with you guys. Like, you guys want to go out to LA? You guys pay for this and this. Like we fucking. I'll Airbnb a mansion." And I'm not saying he got money like that, but that was first time. Yeah, we went out there. I was like, let's see what's really going on out here. We went out there, bro. Fucking. First time I was the first time I had been to Cali, and it was lit. It was legitimately a mansion. Yeah, and that bitch it was like fucking 10, 11 of us, and we drove there. We drove there 20. It was like 24 hours or some shit like that.
Yeah,
and we just wild out, like
dude. That shit was fucking dope. And I've been back to Cali since then. That was my first time. I've been back to Cali. Fucking I think 4 times now.
Dope. And I was looking at you guys' YouTube. Like y'all have been busy, so y'all been dropping videos like left and right. I know, last 3 or 4 months, y'all been dropping pretty consistently. So I do see that, man. So for anybody that's looking for some music, man, where can they find y'all other than YouTube? Because I know y'all YouTube is going crazy.
We on everything: Spotify, iTunes, and you can find Lastsayso. You can find Apex. And you can find Loyal Cole.
Yeah, because we do solo shit too.
Yeah, and our solo shit's way different from like our actual Lastsayso, this one vibe that bounces around, and then Apex has his vibe he bounces around, and then I have my vibe I bounce around. But
y'all want to throw out y'all channels? Like, what's your YouTube channel?
No, all channels are Lastsayso.
Lastsayso.
There's no numbers. There's no anything. You can find everything everywhere.
Right,
you can find us on OnlyFans at Lastsayso. You can.
So y'all got what? 5 days ago, y'all dropped Drip.
Yeah, Drip.
Oh, yeah, that was
just Drip before
Drip. That went hard.
Looks like 4 months after that, y'all got touring. That's what 422
touring was hard.
I love that one.
Yeah. Y'all got
that was just the factor of just fucking
all
the places that we've been going.
So yeah, y'all been dropping. Loyal Cole got Baby's Blue. Yeah, y'all got Continental, Beat Up the Block. So yeah, Here in like this last like 3 or 4 months, man, it looks like y'all didn't drop 4 or 5 songs, videos. So
we got more in store.
And 2 weeks is Camp Sayso, and not only do we have a couple more things dropping and a couple more videos that are going to be getting posted leading up to Camp Sayso, but we got some shit in store for Camp Sayso. Like specifically, you ain't gonna hear this, you ain't gonna see this, you ain't gonna like we just. The reason that he was hungover earlier is because we were just at practice. Last night.
Practice? You talking about practice? Practice.
No,
you know the Iverson. I have practice. You talking about practice? Practice. I only know practice. But
we had to hit. We were at our rehearsal and By the way, any local artist, anyone, make sure that you guys have a fucking DJ and make sure that you guys are doing at least 1 or 2 rehearsals before your guys' show, because it makes a fucking difference. You look at whenever you go up to Future, you look at a Future set, a Drake set, or anything like that. Like, it's not just play song.
Right.
No, you gotta make it an exercise.
Like it will pick that up. But you get.
But yeah, it's you have to give them an experience. Like it's
entertainment.
Yeah, and we're just great at just bantering with each other just by itself. You can sit here, we can sit here on this podcast and just be like, da 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 da, and you'd be like, bro, are we done? Like, can we be done right now? Oh shit, hold on.
His phone ringing.
My phone ringing.
No, you good, man. So, Camp Sayso, man. What's the process of being? See, I can say this, like the artist. Like, how do you guys do you handpick the artist? Do you guys got to fill out for anybody that's trying to get in there as an artist? Is it an application that you gotta?
So one thing that we pride ourselves as far as being Camp Sayso is that you already know, because you've been a part of it, is that Camp Sayso, we are locally based. We get international or regional artists to come and perform, but the biggest thing that separates us from almost every other festival that's in this area, at least, is that not only are we EDM and hip hop based both together, because most places are just kind of like EDM, or maybe they're just rock. You don't see a lot of just hip hop festivals in this area. We're both of those, and then we have a whole process where anyone, you, your sister, your mom can apply and put in an application to be able to be picked to perform at Camp Sayso. Okay. You go out there, you look at stuff at Wakan, which these are bigger festivals than us. We're still on the small scale, but Wakan, Hillberry.
I think you guys are doing good, bro.
And that
for sure.
They specifically have a talent searcher that goes and picks out people that do this and do this. We actually have a way that anyone can put in an application. We're going to sit there and a board of people are going to sit there and listen to these people. And it's not, if you don't get picked, it's not saying that you're bad or whatever, but just some people need to understand.
I be reading the comments, bro. They be like, man, I put in the application, bro. Like, how come I didn't get picked, bro? Like, it's so on there, bro. I be like, I don't know, bro.
See, people don't understand that type of stuff, because they be like, they don't understand that we're giving them the opportunity to do this. And so many of the applications, we got 100+ applications this year. So many of the applicants were all like, oh, they want my social media. I ain't gonna put my social media. I'm just gonna do this,
bro. That's crazy.
If you want to be taken as a professional, if we give you an application and say, hey, put your social media here, provide links, you got to provide those links, because whenever you get 100+ and we have to go through all this stuff, as soon as you don't follow the very simple directions that we put on here, we're going to bypass it. Yep. All right, well, you didn't put the links on here, or you didn't do this. Don't get me wrong. We had a lot of people that just put their names, and we say to put the links, but we still went and checked out the names, because we're not trying to be like that. But in the future, if we get 200, 300 plus applications, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have to just you don't know how to follow directions. How can I trust you to even perform on stage?
Exactly. That makes sense. Makes sense.
Our whole process is we trying to involve the whole fucking community. We've been involved in the whole community. The community literally has built Camp Sayso to what it is right here. And fucking,
you guys are doing good, bro.
In 2 weeks, October 13th through the 15th, like it's going off, and it's a solar eclipse weekend. It's the solar eclipse. We gonna be out there looking at the sun burning our retinas off. Oh yeah, and just get lit.
Yep, and y'all got vendors.
Yeah.
Sponsors.
Oh, so Camp Sayso Music Festival is a legitimate music festival,
man.
Like fully and utterly. You go out to a music festival, and you're going to see the vendors. We're gonna have a row of vendors. You can go and buy stuff. We're gonna have food vendors. You want some barbecue? We got some barbecue. You want some pizza? We got some pizza. You want some Asian cuisine? We got some Asian cuisine.
Look at that, bro. So I'm giving you guys your flowers right here, man.
Hey,
so
because
I know both of you guys, man, personally and from a business standpoint, man, like. From me personally being at the first Camp Sayso and then looking all the way back to this one that y'all, you said October the 15th?
October 13th.
So October the 13th to the 15th. Yeah. So looking, and I've been seeing you guys like advertising and everything. So all the way from the first one I went to, all the way until like now, bro. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy, you know. And then you're saying like, man, we got vendors. You want something to eat. Like this is legit. You know, like this is official, bro. Like,
and it's more than just having vendors and food and music. Like we actually have a community out there. Like
it's crazy.
The cool thing about doing stuff like this, especially the people that are like OG to Camp Sayso, like such as yourself, we have people that go out there and they're like, I've been here since day one. Yeah. I'm gonna help you. I want to help you, and that's what we're pushing for, the love in the community, to be able to be like, people go out there, and a lot of these music festivals, some people go out there for the music, some people go out for the just entire vibe, some people go out there just because they want to get fucked up, and we provide an area.
We provide all of that.
We provide all of that. We provide a safe area where you can do all three of those things, but if for whatever reason something's taken overboard or whatever, we have the people in this community that are willing to walk up and be like, hey, you straight? Hey, stop doing that. Hey, da-da-da.
So security.
And we have security.
Okay.
And we have security.
Man.
A little too because we send your ass off real quick.
Yeah. So I'm not 100% for sure if you wanna talk about this or not. But like, as far as like the financial standpoint, as far as like investing and getting this stuff
money.
Together,
it's too much money, honestly.
Yeah. So, you don't have to put a number out there. So from the beginning all the way until the one you guys have coming up, man, like you put in a lot. Probably, is it more of like you guys coming out of your pockets, like, man, okay, DJs, artists, like, I'm just like saying, you don't have to put out a number.
Look, I mean, you remember at the very beginning, the way we were doing it was just like, I think the second one that we did, the first and second one, I don't even think we charged anyone anything. We were just like, come out here, and we would just pay for like some drinks, tell everyone to bring their own stuff, and then it progressed into the other ones that you are out there for, where it came into like, okay, we're charging $10 a car. Yep. You come through, blah blah blah, and then now we're at a point where we're charging $70 for a ticket. But the reason it went to that is because now we actually have a full production. We have lights. We have 2 stages. We have all this stuff.
You guys built the stages?
Huh?
You guys built the stages?
No.
I say, because I've seen y'all been like, we literally built the stage. And I'm like, what?
We built like 3 or 4 stages in our day.
Like, what?
But we're to this point now where, like, before we have our own sound and stuff like that, so we'd bring our own sound. Now we're to the point where we do not have time to keep up with any of that stuff.
Yeah.
We have to find someone to make sure that they build a stage. We have to call 20 people and be like, hey, blah, 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 blah. Can you do this? What's the price on this? Blah, blah, blah. So and to make sure everything's right. But as far as money goes, we have dumped a lot of money. Not even saying all of them have been successful in the way of just like how, like, no kind of issues, no kind of, which fucking knock on wood, nothing's gonna happen.
Thank you.
But just blessed that just fucking for the last 3 years, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. And though if something did happen, we do have a medic team out there. Blah blah.
Just like they said, they got security out
there.
So
we got good people. We got
nothing,
security.
bro.
We got medics.
Don't try nothing. And they will kick you out. Literally.
And we ain't snitching, but we do notify the cops that we are doing this music festival.
So don't try nothing.
So they don't come out and try and shut us down.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, a lot of money has been sunk in. As far as whether it's a complete profit or non-profit, as far as all the years that added up, I couldn't specifically say. But though we want to make money back, we really are doing it just because we enjoy fucking doing it. We just love doing it.
And that's the most important part.
We do all this stuff right now, and then as soon as and we worry about this. We do our rehearsals. We do everything. But as soon as we fucking hit the stage, even though he might be a little bit nervous, he might blah blah blah. We might do this or whatever. Well, as soon as we hit the stage, and as soon as we just hit that vibe where we're like, we're Lastsayso. As soon as we say that, it's just a whole different fucking thing.
Oh yeah,
that high right there is just like.
Yeah, and that's what's up, bro. So
and you have us jumping off the stage and shit like that.
I've came to y'all's local shows before, man. Like, you know, and I'm not just saying this just because, you know, just like I said, I know you guys personally, you know, from a business standpoint also. But like, man, like as a fan, like I've came to the shows. Lastsayso in the building. I need y'all to say what's up. And like
that shit ain't loud enough.
That ain't loud enough, man. Come on, like,
but you gotta know our presence.
Fans just woo, Lastsayso. So like I've seen it, bro. So you know, so just like I said, from a fan standpoint, man, and you know, tooting y'all guys' horns a little bit, you know, and just like I said, I'm not saying that just because y'all standing right here and y'all on the podcast, but like when you say, man, like, hey. Who's putting in the work, you know, who's one of the livest local solo artists or as a group, man, you guys' name, if you guys' name don't come up,
they don't know what they
don't know music, bro. They don't know music.
I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you just doing this podcast and saying what you're saying. I'm glad that it's you that's doing it. And because I've been here you in it
here, bro.
I love that shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, like If we pick a top 5 or top 10, you know what I'm saying, you guys don't have to, but if I'm saying me personally, if I pick a top 5 or a top 10 and you say locally, locally, bro, locally, if you say like from he said die like, I'm die like, but I'm gonna say, hey, bro, like if I'm saying die like, Camp Sayso or Lastsayso, bro, you guys gotta be in it, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta be in it, and it's not even from just music, bro. Like I will put you guys in it just because of what y'all done for the city, bro.
For the city,
like just for the city, bro. It's like what, like you ain't saying Lastsayso, bro. You know they dope individual artists. They dope as a group, you know. But outside of that, like what you guys did as far as like providing somewhere to record, you know, videos, you know, performing, like
the whole shebang.
The whole shebang, bro. I'm like Lastsayso, bro. Like, what, you crazy if you don't say Lastsayso? You know what I mean? And then, you know, same thing, like with beats and stuff. I'm like, bro, like who making beats right now? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like. Milky made it, bro. No, and I'm just saying it. Yeah, I'm saying it right. I'm like, Milky made it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because there wasn't people that was given opportunities like that. Like you would say, hey man, I'm gonna make a beat. You know, you jump on this beat. You know what I'm saying? You get a verse on this song. You know, like all that stuff, man. It's like Milky made it, bro. Like Lastsayso. Like that's the place to go. Like if anybody's rapping and we're saying like, hey bro, that's where you need to go record, bro. If you need some videos, that's where you need to go get a video from. Or you trying to perform, bro, like, hey bro, they do shows. Like that's where you need to go, bro. So it's like you can't not say Lastsayso. You can't, bro. You can't, bro. If they say it, bro, it's like some pure hate, bro. But even haters out there, bro, they gonna be like, oh yeah, man, we don't like them, but bro, they putting in the work, bro. So yeah,
it's all, well, for sure. Real recognize real. That's not to be cliche, but real recognize real. And Hey, we definitely do have a few haters out there, and some people just hate just because they don't like someone else's name being brought. Because I remember I've talked to a couple of different people, like when we just like out around or whatever, and be like, yeah, you ever heard of Lastsayso? Nah, I ain't never heard of that. Like, nigga, you know you heard this.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know around this area.
You don't have to try and big dick.
Yeah, from Fort Smith to this is what I'm thinking, from Fort Smith all the way to like the northwest Arkansas area, around that area, like they heard of y'all, bro.
Hey,
it's like I said, I'm not just saying that because y'all right here in front of me. Like they heard of y'all, bro. Like even and my wife, bro, like she was like, they coming? Like this day, we doing a podcast. I'm like, bro, I got Lastsayso coming, and she like, you know, they be busy. Like, you know, he be shooting videos. He in freaking Indiana one day. He in freaking over here one day. She was like, bro, they coming? And I was like, man. I'm like, see? And she like, they busy. They always doing stuff, bro. And she was like, man, like, you can get them on the show. And I'm like, yeah, bro. So
we are not big time by any means, but we are busy. We are busy, but we are not big time by any means. There's not gonna be a time where I'm like sitting there like, nah, I ain't got no fucking time for you. If I don't got time to whatever, I'm not gonna read your message, and that's not because I don't fuck with you.
He don't answer his phone either.
I'll
put him out there. I'll put him out there, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, is he really busy, bro? He don't never answer the phone.
At this point, I just realized I gotta wait for him to get a hold of me. Ain't no point messaging him.
But hey, we got you here, you guys here.
It's specifically just right now because of Camp Sayso. Don't get me wrong. In a general matter, I do take a really long time to respond to people, unless it's like I'm specifically
weeks.
like
nah.
That's not even an exact.
Look, some people months.
I was just playing, but he's like, no, bro.
Some people,
look, he thinking about it. He like,
I have an inbox full of people that as soon as I get caught up, I'm gonna go through and I have this message so many. If I had my phone right now, I could look in it and be like, I could search up the word that was months ago, or look up that sentence, or that was weeks, or blah blah blah, and just a bunch of people will be like, why are you responding to me right now? It was a month. It was 2 months ago. Because this is the time I'll be able to respond.
Just know y'all can't get a hold of him.
but still reach out. I will come back. I will get a hold of you. I am always on a business tip. And if I don't respond back, it's one of those things where you just copy and paste the same message that you sent. Just continue doing that, and I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna get to it. But yeah, I'm horrible.
You here, bro. Yeah. So I appreciate you, man, showing up. Is there anything that you guys want to mention while we here on the show still, man? Like, I know you guys mentioned Camp Sayso. You know, you already mentioned
the biggest thing on my end, and he might have some stuff to add, but the biggest thing on my end is in 2 weeks we're doing Camp Sayso Music Festival. This is the third official year that we're doing it, and we're blessed to be able to be up to this point right now. And the crazy thing is, it's October 13th through the 15th. October 13th is Friday the 13th in October. So you know we on Halloween vibes that whole day. And then right after that, October 14th, that is going to be the annular solar eclipse.
Okay.
And like, I don't know, everyone's been around whenever the solar eclipses are going on, but it's just a different vibe whenever you're out there in like a music festival setting. Like, and we only on a 70% scale as far as what you're going to be able to see. Like, so the sun's only going to be covered up 70%. You have to go to El Paso if you want like the full thing. Okay. But it's still going to be a fucking crazy experience. We have some stuff set up specifically just for the solar eclipse time.
Dope.
And anyone out there, if you I'm not sure how soon this stuff kind of drops or whatever, but anyone out there that's interested in going, we still have vendor spots open for the next week leading up to Camp Sayso. And if for whatever reason you can't afford your ticket, but you still want to be a part of it, you can go on to. We'll have this in the description, I'm sure. We'll have a link for Camp Sayso. You can go into that link and you can find a volunteer application. And the volunteer applications, you do have to put a small deposit down. Okay. But after the small deposit, Sorry, I just I was like, where am I right now?
you talking about the volunteers? You said if people that want to volunteer.
I was like, what the what?
You said after you put down a deposit. So you said volunteer. You said if they want to.
Anyone that's not able to or doesn't want to buy a ticket but still wants to go or is not able to afford a ticket, you can. Go on to that link. Go on to the volunteer application. Fill that out. There's still a small deposit that's put down, but the cool thing is, as long as you fulfill your two 4-hour shifts, which is just easy, like maybe like parking, or maybe you're just sitting at the gate and just telling people, hey, blah blah blah. As long as you finish those, we send your deposit back. You don't spend any money, and plus you get to spend the rest of the time at Camp Sayso. For anyone that's never been out to a music festival, this is definitely the thing that you should experience, especially if you're trying to like get into music festivals.
Yeah.
Because this is a smaller one. This is more like a 600-700 people music festival.
That's big, bro. That's a lot.
Yeah, but
that's a lot, bro. Big ones out there with like thousands.
Yeah, because like right now Wakanda is going on. Wakana's like 100,000, 50,000, something like that. And we building up to that point. But if you're trying to get to something like that and you're like, I don't want to be around so many random people, I want to take steps in it, this is the perfect beginning festival. And we got a little bit of EDM for people, we got a little bit of hip hop for people. And if you just want to camp and just hang out at your place, like do that.
Yeah. Can you explain? I've seen this on you guys' flyers. Can you explain like the phases? Because I've seen it was like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3.
Okay, so it's funny you asked that because yesterday someone brought that or asked me that. So in music festivals, there's this whole thing where ticket prices are cheaper at this time. Whenever phase 1's going on, because you only see a certain amount of the artists that are going to be on.
Okay.
So they're cheaper. Once you drop phase 2, you're not only dropping another list of artists that's going to be on there, but your prices go up. And then you drop phase 3, same thing.
That makes sense.
So each of the phases, it's just showing another list of artists, like kind of.
Because I've noticed that too. I see like the flyers, like it gets bigger, like the list gets bigger. And stuff. Yeah, I've seen that.
And this year, I want to say we have like 50 plus artists performing. Last year we had around 60. We kind of toned it down this year just to make it make more sense as far as like having 2 stages and still being a small music festival. But we still have both stages. We're at a great location. It's called Circle R Ranch. Is out in Hartman, Arkansas, and if you don't know where that is, that's right next to Clarksville.
There you go. He's dropping the location, y'all.
Yeah.
There you go.
Finally, you get the location now. You don't have to
finally,
bro. You don't have to pull up and meet us at Walmart and have us drive you there.
So funny. Yeah, and if you guys want to go out there, just meet us at Walmart.
He said,
meet us at Walmart.
I see a sleepo. And he said, "You got the address?"
Yeah, bro. He did, bro.
So I don't really know if I'm fucking with.
Yeah, bro. So I remember this like it was yesterday, bro. So we pull up at Walmart. Actually, I think I was there before him. So he pulls up, everybody's outside and stuff like that, so everybody, dapping everybody up that they know. And, and I see Sleepo, he's like, Illis, what's out? You know how he got his accent, so he's like, what's out? He's like, Illis, what's out, man? So I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, you ready to perform? And he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, you don't know? So I'm like, you drive all the way out here. And then I'm like, I'm ready. And then he's like, did he tell you the location though? And I'm like, no, bro. He just said, meet here, bro. And then I guess we gonna follow him. He said, man, let's not even. He said, I don't know if I'm fucking with it. And I'm like, bro, well, you already drove out here. So I was like, you might. And he was like, and I could turn back around. He was like, and I could turn back around or whatever. So he was like, and I could turn back around. So like, bunch of cars, I can't really count how many cars. It might have been 30, 40, 50 cars. So like we get there, it's a bunch of trees and stuff like that. My wife driving and I'm like, man, I don't even know where we going. So we actually get there or whatever and I see Sleepo again. So I'm talking to him again, bro, and I'm like, so how was the drive up here, man? He was like, I wasn't fucking with the drive up here. He was like, man, they got us out here in the middle of nowhere. You know how Sleepo is. He was like, man, they got us out here in the middle of nowhere. He said, man, what the fuck?
He said the same thing to me. He was like, oh, where you got us? Yeah. And that's when he was all like, man, there's bears out here.
There's bears out here.
You worry about bears.
Yeah.
Hey, and the crazy thing,
there was an incident with a bear.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. Fucking one of the last times we did Camp Sayso before we officialized it.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if you performed at this one. This one was at a completely different location. We actually had we brought a metal stage out there.
Oh no, I missed that one.
Okay, so it was at a completely different location. Sleepo performed there. He came out and he was still on the same tip of like, man, we always going out.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. And then afterwards, I was talking to him and they said, "Nah, bro, there really was some bears over here." And I was like, "Bro, you always tripping.
Yeah,
you need
bro.
to chill."
Sleepo
and then
funny, bro.
he said, "No, I just went back to my car. There was a bear print.
There was a bear print on the car.
Was it really?
Yeah, it looked like a bear kind of got up on it." And he said, "Nah, no." And he hasn't performed at Camp Sayso since. Big love to Sleepo.
Yeah. Shout out Sleepo.
Hey, you're right about the bears.
The bears were out there.
Yeah, shout out Sleepo, man. That's my boy, man. When I first started really getting serious into music, man, like he was the one that I was giving he was giving me like advice, man, like as far as like merch, you know. He was like, because I seen him Sleepo shirts.
His Flock Fitters clothing.
Yeah,
so hard.
Sleepo shirts everywhere, Flock Fitters everywhere, bro.
I got a pair of slides that I'm getting from him.
Yeah,
I was working with
Sleepo
I was recording him for years, and he was literally the quickest artist. That motherfucker would get in the booth and he would do like 3 songs in 9 minutes. I'm like, damn, all right.
Even when I would send him verses, bro, like I would send him a beat and be like, hey man, like what you think about this song, man? Like this is the chorus, like get on it. He would literally send me like his verse back in like freaking 30 minutes to an hour, bro. And I'd be like, dang, you ready? And then he'd be like, yeah, bro, you want to go record it this weekend? I'm like, man, let me hit up Milky, bro, and let's see, bro. Like, it was literally like, boom, 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 bro. Like, shout out to that boy Sleepo, man. Like, for real. Like, that's my boy.
Yeah. That's my boy.
That's my boy,
that's
man. That's my boy. Yeah.
That's my dog.
So, this is something that I wanted to talk about other than, Lastsayso and Camp Sayso. I want to get you guys' opinion on it, man. So, I'm a huge music fan, not just hip hop, man. R&B. I'm starting to even listen to like rock and roll and pop and everything, man. So, what I didn't like, man, you guys know Old Man Ebro. Ebro. So Old Man Ebro, if you guys don't know who that is, anybody that's listening, he's a DJ. You know, he's a co-host of a popular New York radio station. He also is the I think he's like the editorial person for I think like Apple Music. I think like there's like a playlist or something on there that's like dedicated to hip hop, and he like actually like co-hosts like that playlist. Well, anyway, he has like all of like the inside information about like labels and like everything.
Yeah, I saw his. About his.
And did you hear what he was saying? Like he got some inside information saying that like labels are deprioritizing signing rappers.
They're looking for Latin music and Afro beats.
My
opinion on that.
Latin music isn't that like the number one?
Oh yeah, it's big.
Yeah, it's
huge. My opinion on that is the record labels, like rappers are like moving independent. They're doing their own thing now. And record labels exploit artists, and they're looking for the next person to exploit. And
for sure.
African music and Latin music, they're like, hell yeah, money.
So
that's my opinion, though.
Yeah, so in quote, bro, he says, so this was on August the 17th on one of his shows. He does like, I think it's called Hot 97 show.
Yeah,
Hot 97. So he says, so it was on August the 17th. He said, he has inside information that the labels are deprioritizing signing rappers. He also said that rappers need to stop talking about the same thing over and over. And stop chasing TikTok success and worrying about social media and trying to in the comment section. That's what he was saying. He said people are tired about hearing about ass, tits, drugs, and killing their neighbor /ops. He also said he also put rappers on blast because not too long ago they had like the hip hop's 50th birthday.
Yeah.
So he put them on blast, saying that like all the money that the hip hop artists are making, like they're not like saying thank you to hip hop. Like, he said he's on social media, he's looking at it. Everybody's like posting like their music videos and like their jewelry and, money and everything they got. But he said, but if it wasn't for hip hop, they wouldn't have that. So he's saying he's putting people on blast saying like they're not saying thank you, which is, I get that. But also they're saying that like hip hop is on a decline because he was saying like, it's a lot of like gun violence. People being like incarcerated, drug abuse and stuff like that. He mentioned some names, just to name a few. He said, XX, gun violence, King Von, gun violence, Young Dolph, gun violence, Nipsey Hussle, gun violence, Pete, drug abuse. So he's saying like he feels like that's the reason why labels are deprioritizing hip hop.
I mean, I guess that could be a possibility.
I feel
like
there's a really
I've done some research and I feel like there's some evidence that a lot of these labels have ties to private prisons, so they want these rappers to talk about this stuff to affect the youth. They make money off incarceration. Yeah. Those prisons, that's legal slave labor, and like they're able to make a lot of money off of it. So I mean, I can see that. I'm not gonna lie. I listen to a lot of violent rap music. I love Young Dolph. I love I love these fucking like Nardo Wick and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, but I understand how it is affecting the youth and everything, and that could have something to do with it. But I don't see hip hop being on a decline though. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't think so either, man.
I think that people might be tired of a lot of people might be tired of hearing the same stuff, but that's the thing though. Like if you actually look for music, don't just listen to the radio. Go and actually actively try to find new music.
It's out there.
There's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, it's out there, man. It's out there. I'm just how I'm reading it. I'm just thinking like maybe he's just looking at it from like, I guess like the label standpoint, because just like you said, like there's so many independent artists that's out there that's like, they don't need a label, so I guess from a label standpoint, the people that signed, maybe he's just trying to say that like the people that were signed are like getting killed. So maybe that's why he thinks like it's declining because of just those
that doesn't make sense because
I don't know.
Because if a rapper dies, sales go
this
up.
Stuff go up.
So they would want that.
So listen to this because that is true. That is true. I agree with you on that. But they were saying that like we're going on the last 2 months of 2023. They're saying that no other hip hop artist has actually got on Billboard this year. On July the 15th of this year, Lil Uzi Vert, he dropped his Pink tape.
Yeah.
His album actually was the first album to actually go on Billboard as far as like hip hop.
Like top 50.
Just hip hop. I think albums is top 200. Okay. I think like singles is top 100.
Top 100.
Top 100. So albums.
Drake didn't hit it?
Well, he hasn't dropped this year. Like as far he just dropped. I think he just dropped.
He just dropped one, but I thought he dropped one at the beginning of the year.
I don't think so, bro.
Shit,
so he might have done it.
Well, no, my time frame fucked up all the time. So it could have been 2 years ago. I don't know.
Let's look real quick. I can pull it up. So right now, okay.
Wasn't the Loverboy one? Wasn't that this year?
No, I think
that was.
I think that was last year. So.
Was it?
Last year, I know the one that he dropped with 21 Savage. I think that was last year. That one was a big one. But they're saying as far as like this year, they're saying no hip hop artist has actually been on like the Billboard, like the worldwide Billboard, because they got two different billboards. They have like a genre Billboard, and then they have like the actual global Billboard. And they're saying this is the first time in 30 years that no one has actually hit like the global Billboard.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro.
That's kind of wild.
Right now, because it says the week of September the 30th, you do have someone up there. You have Rod Wave. He's number one.
He's number one.
He's number one right now.
How is he number one, but nobody else is broken in? I fuck with my way.
He just like literally like just hit the Billboard. He just dropped like I guess this month. So he's number 1 right now. But before then, the first one was Lil Uzi Vert. That was in July. So they're saying like it was a drought all the way until like July. So his Pink Tape top 200 album, it hit. And then Doja Cat single, hers hit, I guess, Paint the Town Red. Yeah, hers hit. So like I'm just thinking, I'm like, man,
I kind of heard some shit about that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, and I'm like, man, like there's so much music that's like been out, but like they are the ones that like hit the Billboard, and like they're trying to say that like it's a decline, and it's like I don't understand.
I mean, it could be a decline, or it could just be those other genres, such as like Afro beats and fucking Latin and shit like that. There could just be a lot more releases on those other genre ends.
I think
because Latin music was not like I'm a big fan of like all sorts of Latin music, like corridos and stuff. Yeah, and
our new EP is literally just Latin music.
I made a corrido song.
Yeah, and it's actually hard, but it's hard as fuck.
Latin music lately is just like blowing up like in America like I've never seen. Like Peso Pluma had a song on Jimmy Fallon. Like that's that's crazy. Like they're a corridos band and like that doesn't get a lot of mainstream media attention in America. But now lately so I think there's a lot of other stuff now. Afrobeats are getting big too.
Do you think they're just pushing that right now for the time being, and that's why they're trying to say that like hip hop because. Come on, we know hip hop is not.
It's not.
So you think because I know the labels can pick and choose.
Yeah, like, I feel like there's a lot of manipulation, and they are trying to push that over hip hop or whatever, But I mean, and I love those genres. I listen to every genre of music just about. But hip hop's not.
It's not going nowhere.
Yeah, no.
I think it's a circle, bro. Yeah, it's a cycle. It's gonna come back around, bro. Do you guys watch boxing or UFC or MMA at all?
I only watch it if there's like a big fight.
If I'm with Smitty, then yes.
Yeah, so but I always see Smitty, bro.
But if I'm not with Smitty,
I always see him out there. Just like I said, shout out to Smithy, bro. But I always see him out there at Buffalo Wild Wings.
He's
always out there, bro. Watching.
That motherfucker be on YouTube just sitting around just watching fighting.
So I'm a huge fan too, and last night, I don't know if you guys heard, but it was the Canelo versus Charlo fight last night. Do you guys know Canelo?
I know who he is. I
don't know his stats.
Yeah, so he's considered as one of our generation's biggest boxers of all time. He's right there below Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has never been beaten. Canelo Alvarez has been beaten, but the only person that he's been beaten by is Floyd Mayweather. And then I think there's another guy. I think his last name was like Bivido or something like that. But like he just lost, and he has like 50 fights, and he literally like was on like a 30-0 like win streak before he lost. But last night it was a big deal, man. So it was my first time actually paying for a fight. Usually I'll go to like Buffalo Wild Wings because they show it for free. But I watched it at my house, bro, and that was my first time actually like paying for it.
How much is it?
$90, bro.
Oh, hell
$90, bro.
What?
So Showtime.
Go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Bro.
You would have got food. You would have got drinks.
Bro.
When the Mayweather Pacquiao fight happened, we went out to the Laos Temple, Lao New Year, and they just streamed it like illegally, out there getting fucked up on Hennessy and Remy Martin.
Hey, I remember that fight, bro. Always a good time.
I remember that fight, bro. I actually went out to Buffalo Wild Wings for that fight, and it was packed. This is the first time that like Buffalo Wild Wings actually was charging people to get in. Like they actually charged. Yeah, bro.
How much
yes, bro. They was charging $25. They charged
$25 per person
to get in. Yes, to get in. No lie, bro. Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hell no, Buffalo Wild Wings.
They charged.
Cancel Buffalo Wild Wings.
They charged $25. I remember the day, bro. They charged $25 to get in. I guess this was like their first time actually showing like a big fight of like that caliber at the time because I don't remember ever like going and like actually seeing that big fight. So I guess they was like, well, we're gonna charge $25 to come in. So they did. I paid the $25. I didn't really want to. I was like, dang, y'all charging to get in, bro. I was like, we gotta like pay our money.
How many
to,
people
like,
were there?
It was freaking packed.
Was it? Dude, they hit a fucking lit.
It was packed, bro. Like you couldn't even park,
Fuck
bro.
Music festivals, we need to do some shit like that.
Park,
God
bro. You couldn't even park, bro. So we had to park across the street over there at Andy's. And then we had to walk. Then we had to walk back. Yeah, bro. It was packed, bro. And then they had people that was like parking in the grass and actually watching because, you know, they show it on the screen. So they had people like parked on the grass sitting in their cars like watching it. You couldn't get in, bro. It was so packed. If you try to walk in, there was nowhere to sit. The bar part was full. The little part at the when you first walk in, $25, bro. Yeah. And
you know people showing up for it.
Man, last night, I was going to go out there last night, but my wife was like, it's probably going to be paid. And she was like, you know, and they're probably going to charge. And I was like, well, they haven't been charging since the Floyd Mayweather. And she was like, well, this is a big fight. She was like, we could just like order it on pay-per-view. And I was like, man, I can go out, just like how you said, I was like, I can go out there and just, if they're not charging, I can go out there for free and watch it.
And you got $90 to just spend on whatever you want.
I end up spinning it, bro. I ended up spinning it, doing it at the house.
Was it a good fight?
It was a good fight.
It was.
It was a good fight. Canelo.
Oh, okay.
Canelo. So he was fighting against Charlo. Charlo has a twin. One of them name is Jamel. One of his name is Jamal. But like they were fighting for the undisputed title. The undisputed title, you have 4 belts that you can win. If you have all 4 belts, you're considered the undisputed champion. So Charlo was actually moving up a weight class to actually fight Canelo. Canelo is known to be the biggest fighter right now. Since Floyd Mayweather isn't fighting anymore, Canelo is considered to be the biggest right now, right behind Floyd Mayweather. And Charlo was trying to beat him. He said, he's trying to, make his legacy live. He's trying to build his legacy and stuff. But it was a good fight. Nobody got knocked out though. It went the whole 12 rounds. But it was a good fight. It kept you on your seat.
Toes.
Yeah, your toes, everything. Yeah. But other than that, hey, y'all got anything else y'all wanna speak on?
Yeah, just look up Lastsayso. Sayso one word.
Sayso one word, no space in between.
And we got a bunch of new music coming out. We're sitting on a nice little stockpile of songs.
Nice.
Yeah. And different kind of songs. Oh shit, actually, Camp Sayso's coming up, so like this hasn't been prioritized specifically. However, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but Lucidome, obviously, it's still going on. We're still shooting videos and stuff.
Yeah.
We no longer are running out of the studio anymore. What we're doing now is we're only doing pop-up studios. So what we're going to be doing is basically every month we're going to set like 1 or 2 days, depending on the booking and whatever, where we rent out a nice Airbnb and you can pay to either record music, or if you want to come through and do like a photo shoot, or if you want to come through and shoot some of your music video. Every month we'll be posting something. Make sure you follow Lucidome Studio, Lucidome Sound and Visuals on Facebook and Instagram for any kind of updates on that. We just did one in the end of July or end of August or something like that. Yeah. And it was great. We have a recap video. We're not gonna drop it until after Camp Sayso, but it was nice. We had a nice pool. We had some models out there. We had some music videos going on. We had a whole room where someone was recording. Blah 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 blah. Dope. It was just dope. By itself. So if you're local or not even local, if you are willing to make the drive, it's always going to be in the Fort Smith, Arkansas area, or we might move around the Fayetteville area sometimes. Who knows? But if you are looking for recording, photo shoots, videos, a place to do podcasts or blah blah blah, just anything like that, interviews, we will be having pop-up studios at least once a month after October. We might actually do one at the end of October just to nail it in, and you can find all that stuff. We'll have a link in the description as well for Lucidome, so you can check that stuff out. But Other than that, Camp Sayso, Lucidome, we just went through and covered for the first fucking time ever our full history.
Man, so I got the exclusive?
This is exclusive. This is real exclusive.
Nice.
Hey, and for everyone that's on live, we literally, before you guys tuned in, we literally have already been talking for an hour? Hour and a half. And we started from how did Lastsayso start, the name, our names, why did we start doing music, why did we start doing this, all the way up. We've never
only on 50. This
so
is the 50
podcast.
50
podcast.
Make sure you look up 50/50 podcast, and
it's on YouTube
because we have Camp Sayso coming up. If you are listening to this, or if you're on live right now, and you guys are interested in going and checking out Camp Sayso Music Festival, tickets are still available right now. And if you go in to check out, you can get a 20% discount just by using 50/50 podcast as your promo code. I said 50/50 podcast as your promo code. Get 20% off your festival ticket. I promise you do want to make sure to come out there. It's going to be a fucking fandango time.
Oh yeah.
Make sure y'all go out there. So before we end the podcast, my co-host, he sent me a message, and he wants me to ask you, where did you come up with the slap in the bag?
The wine bag.
Yeah, the wine bag. He wanted me to ask you that.
Okay, so everyone thinks that I came up with it. It was me solo dolo. They're like, man, I just see. It was already a culture thing in the music festival scene. And as you see, all the bands on my wrist, I go to a lot of music festivals, and I seen that, and I said, that is fucking dope. Mm-hmm. And in the city, no one do that. And even if you go to music festivals, you still don't do it at parties and stuff. Yeah. I was just the person that was all like, no, we bringing this here. Okay, we go to this party. Hey, slap this bag. Go ahead and slap it. You gotta name it. You gotta slap it. You gotta drink it.
Yeah. you go to any festival. Sometimes you'll just see somebody walking around. One guy walked up to me tripping. He was like, "It's just a bag. It's just a bag." And I was like, "Can I slap that bag?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's just a bag."
That's all it is. Just a bag. But so I did not. I do not want to try and take credit for actually creating it. Yeah. As far as bringing it known for the area, because I'm specifically known for. Not only music and doing videos. You bring up my name, they're gonna say Sayso, videos, wine bags. Yeah. That's my three.
Yeah, he thinks that's your trademark, bro.
Yeah, and it kind of is. Yeah. Because we were the ones that just kind of made it. There's not a lot of hip hop festival music. Mm-hmm. Or hip hop festival music, right. And one of the things that we portrayed, even in our first EP that we ever released, it's called Tales from the Pound Grape, and the Pound Grape is literally it's another word for wine bag, and we were the first people that are just sitting over there, you have to slap this bag. We're putting this in the music videos. We're sitting there, and it just. From there, people are like, this is the first time I've seen it. And then it started getting bigger in the music festival scene. So then they say, oh, I seen this. Yeah. You guys started that. You guys did that. We were just the first. We capitalized on it and didn't even specifically try and capitalize on it, but capitalized on it whenever it was starting to get big. Before it was big.
We just drank a lot of wine.
We drank a lot of fucking wine. That's really what it was. And we were like, if we're drinking a lot of wine, because wine percentage is way higher than fucking beer. It gets you buzzed. It gets you buzzed. And so we said, we're going to drink wine, and it's cheap. It's cheap, higher percentage of alcohol, and just being able to be going to someone's face, especially when you're drunk, be like, hey, slap this bag.
I got a story about that. We went to one festival one time, and this motherfucker, he's a menace. Okay. He took the wine out of a bag of wine and refilled it with gin. Oh, and I love gin. I've been drinking the fuck out of it. We drink a lot of gin, too, so he was walking around the festival, and people were just like, oh, hell yeah, some wine. And they're like, what the fuck?
But I be telling them, I be like, because we walk around, and you talk weird at music festivals. Yeah. So you walk around, and I have this clear wine bag, and I do this at a lot of festivals. And they come up and they're like, oh, can I slap that bag? Or like, you want to slap this bag? And I'm like, whoa, hold up.
Let me let you know.
No, this is a dirty bitch right here. Yeah. This bitch is fucking dirty. Yeah. I just want to be careful. Before you slap
and then they drink it anyway.
And they drink it. And some people, they be like...
There's this one old lady, she just kept going.
She said, go. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And then as soon as I get done, they're like, I told you, be careful. And then some people be like,
drink at your own risk.
Yeah, basically. And some people be like, dog, is there's drugs in there?
No, one guy found him on Facebook after years, and he was like, I've been looking for you forever. You drugged that bag of wine, and I had the worst night of my life.
You put acid in it, and though we do crazy shit, we will never drug anybody. Ever. I would never put acid in a bag of wine that I was sharing with someone that didn't know that it was in it. Would never do. I will put gin in it because we drink a liquor. That's liquor the same. Liquor, wine, blah blah. I would never put any kind of drugs in something and give it to someone.
But this guy was like, he said he's looking for him for years and finally found him. And
he said, "Fuck you guys,
bro. That was just gin. I don't know what else you took.
That was you took something else." And I would suggest knowing what you're taking. Like previous or afterwards, because I did not give you any drugs. I did not. All I gave you was a shock to your fucking system because you drank liquor instead of wine, and maybe you took some acid before, and maybe that just sparked something afterwards. But not us. No. Nah, we don't be doing that. We keep the drugs for ourselves.
Yep. Well, for the listeners out there you have it.
They keep the drugs to themselves.
They keep the drugs to themselves.
All right, we're moving the SWAT team. Damn.
All right, man. Well, if that's it, man, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, just Camp Sayso, Lucidon Pop-Up Studios. And I know I'm speaking for him. I know he can speak for himself, but we appreciate you, Illest Demeanor. And I wish your co-host was here, but your co-host Wes, correct?
Yep, his name is Wes.
I appreciate you guys just doing this and staying sturdy on it. Because what'd you say? This is episode what?
18.
18. And the fact that once you're starting to be able to say like this is episode after you get after 10, and you're all like, this is a consistent thing. Yeah, we're gonna do this no matter. Because I will listen to some of the other podcasts. And, like sometimes your host didn't show up, and it might have been the last time we scheduled. Whenever I said I couldn't show up, but you were talking about we had a host that didn't show up.
Yeah. So you heard it. He did say that. He did. That was actually my co-host. So he was there. He actually said it, man. We had it all set up. Which is, I'm glad you guys are here now. Yeah, but the last episode we had it all set up, and he was like, "Man, he didn't even show up, man." I was just like, "Man, he said he was busy. You know, he had to do something. Something came up last minute." He was like,
"Hey, well, I apologize for that, but just the fact that you guys are doing this and staying sturdy on it, standing on it the whole way,
it, man.
Like that's just dope." Just in general,
appreciate it,
and
man.
I wish. And there's definitely a few other people that are doing stuff like this in the city, but like if more people would stay sturdy on stuff like this, if like that, this is what the city needs to be able to grow. To be able to show like there is shit out here. But yeah, well, fucking big love to you, big love to everybody, big love to 422, big love to all the Sayso fans, big love to everyone that we're gonna see out at Camp Sayso.
Yeah. And we out, man. Thank y'all.
We out. You ready to drink some wine? I got a bag of wine in my car right now.
Oh, hell no.
I got some shots in my car right now. We can turn up in the library, bro.
Fuck that.